Yeah, look, and if you're a contact lens wearer, then obviously the wind factor.
Mm.
Shield up, obviously very difficult.
Yeah.
Shield down, you still get a little bit of a breeze coming up under the helmet, and so some of the blinking stuff that we are talking about with car driving sort of applies there. The tricky part with helmets is if you do need to wear a prescription eyewear, is getting something that fits comfortably under the helmet. And a helmet needs to fit snugly, and with so many different brands and varieties out there, and a brand of helmet that's comfortable on one person's not going to be comfortable on the next. And people like me who are follicularly challenged, the comfort of a helmet can make a very, very big difference. And so, what I encourage people to do, because the foam in the helmet might have joins in different places and they press, and everyone's head shape's a little different, is I encourage people to bring in their helmet so that we can kind of have a look at what sort of frame actually sort of works for them. Look, I haven't landed at a magic formula for, do you go one of those wraparound style frames? We stock Nike, and Nike is being a sort of a sports brand. Even their frames for prescription lenses tend to sort of just be a sort of a relatively simple wrap under design. So something like that where you can sort of push it into the helmet and that wraps around can be quite good. I've had other people who find they like the little bendy sides because it can kind of flex in its way in. I personally preferred the wrap with a fairly stiff arm so that you can just get it in there. The challenge is just finding something that's not going to sort of move up and down in the helmet, that's going to sit sort of fairly sort of flush.
And if you're a person who prefers like an open face helmet, of course you've got to be careful for debris from the road and things, bugs, what have you. So it's really important to have some sort of impact resistant eyewear, isn't it? So
Yeah.
would you recommend like getting proper riding goggles, or do you think like sports sunglasses are probably good enough?
We need to understand, unless something's been sort of individually tested from a
Mm.
safety point of view, we can only talk about, look, most sunglasses are made out of impact resistant materials. And if you were getting a pair of prescription sunglasses made, then you would err on the side of getting, maybe polycarbonate material called Trivex
Mm.
out there, which are all more impact resistant. So they're the kind of plastics they make safety glasses out of them.
Mm.
Not if they haven't been tested and made to the right sort of standards, then they can't be classified as one, but that is a little bit more of an insurance policy compared to other materials, or
Mm.
certainly glass. It's very hard to get nowadays anyway. But if you are, if you're used to wearing something like a goggle, then there are brands out there where you not only change the color of the lens, but you can also pop prescription inserts in and out. Something quite common in cycling for the non-motorized cycling fraternity,
Mm.
where they have wraparound glasses with different blade lenses you can clip in, but a lot of those do come with a lens insert. We do that sometimes with safety glasses, so you have a
Mm.
safety glass that's already certified as a safety glass, and then we're able to pop prescription inserts in and out. The main one is finding something that works behind your helmet, and it's not going to be lifted up by the foam. It's going to be sort of fairly
Right.
stable. Is the key
Right.
part.